as the head leader of Department of Management, Faculty of Economics and Business, University of Erlangen, and to whom I respected Mrs. Masmira Kurniawati as the head leader of Magister of Management, University of Erlangen, and also the coordinator of our class, International Marketing Class G. Yeah. So to start this event, shall we pray first to our own beliefs? Let's pray together. Yeah. Amen. Shall God bless our prayers. So first of all, we should jump to the first session. But before that, I would like to thank you all participants who have came, especially from overseas, from Malaysia and from Australia, from Mexico, from Japan, and from Brunei. So in this event, we will discuss about the potentials of business and marketing around the world, especially as this is an event conducted by us students, and also a setting that could setting of a final exam. Yeah, may then we shall present our ideas about how the marketing goes in those respective countries. All right. So first of all, our welcome Mr. Ganchar Premananto for the opening remarks. Time and place is conserved.
Thank you, Mas Karel. Good night, everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for this program. It's a new program that we're trying to conduct it, set by the students. It's part of experiential based learning for our courses, which is international marketing. So I think you already have background for marketing. So right now it's a time for you to implementing something that you know in theory and in concept, and we're trying to implement the theory concept in the real things. So we asking the student to make connection with student abroad from other country. So trying to understand about the culture, and then about the something that they need. This is part of the experience-based learning that we're trying to share with you. So we are not just learning at class by classical learning. So we're trying to make you much have experience about it. So something that we learned today is about something that maybe for Muslim, we know this verses. This is Al-Hujurah verses 13. That something that I know in these verses is about consumer behavior, that we have to understand other culture. Oh, humanity, indeed, we created you from a male and a female. So you have to understand male, understand female, female trying to understand about the male. So we have to understand other gender. This is part of consumer behavior. And the other thing, God made us, create us into tribes. So it's not to become fighting each other. So we come from different culture, we come from different country, we come from different tribes. It's not to make us fight each other, but to understand each other. So we have to learn other tribes, other culture, and then we have to when we know about their need, we know about their culture, their value, so we can have interaction more about it. So this is consumer behavior and what God need for us to learn each other. Okay, thank you for students. Great job that you already conduct. So you already trying to make catering between many countries. Barakallah. Good luck. It's a very, very nice and interesting topic that we raise in this day. Go on, continue. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ganchar, for the opening remarks. And now we will head to the main event, which we have waited for such a long time, I think. And now we are heading to the first section, which is a presentation from the Malaysian group, or the group one. So basically, this group, along with their interviewees or buddies from Malaysia, will represent about the marketing strategies and situations in Malaysia. So please, group one, start the time, and place is yours.
Okay, can everybody see the screen right now?
Yes, it's very clear.
Crystal clear.
Okay, thank you for your time, Mr. Karel. Well, first of all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. My name is. We are here from Group One. We'll talk to you about the Malaysia's business potential, which we conducted. And first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Anggara Tirtakusuma, and here are my friends. Yusuf, can you please speak up?
Yeah, hello. My name is Muhammad Yusuf Mariski.
Okay, and here we are. And here are friends. It's Nur Zafira, and it's Sofia, and Adriana, Yena, Amisha, and Nadratul Naim. I think they're here with us already. Yeah. So before this presentation began, I would like to, talk to you about the table of contents that we are going to present. There are 4 main topics that we will talk to you about: the behaviors and the specific marketing strategies that we need to conduct in Malaysia. First of all, we will talk to you about the demography and business stats. And the second, we will talk about the consumer behavior, specifically in the COVID-19 era. And the third, we will talk about the specific target market. And the last, we will talk about the marketing mix that our product is proposing. So, Yusuf, could you, start giving me some insights?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Anggara, for the opening. Now, let me introduce what country that we choose to the international marketing there. Yes, this is Malaysia. Malaysia is a country in Southeast Asia. The federal constitutional monarchy consists of 13 states and 3 federal territories, separated by the South China Sea into 2 regions. That is Peninsular Malaysia and Borneo East Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur is the national capital and largest city, while Putrajaya is the seat of the federal government. With a population of over 32 million, Malaysia is the world's 43rd most populous country. The location close to Indonesia makes Malaysia a country that has a great potential to be used as a place to market a product. Moreover, there are some cultural similarities that make it easier for us to be able to penetrate the market there. Now, I want to ask you, Anggara, why do we choose Malaysia as the target country to market our product?
Okay, interesting question. So, first of all, why we choose Malaysia? First, because Malaysia its country is mostly populous with the 32 million people of the market, and also Malaysia economy is pretty good. indicator from the economic aspect states that Malaysia's citizen GDP per capita is the 49th highest GDP per capita in the world, according to World Bank. And also, Malaysia's GDP is the 30th highest GDP in the world with 36 billion, according to World Bank. This Malaysian economy proves that it is potential, to market our products when the economy of Malaysia is pretty good, performing pretty good. And also, according to the statistics of the UN estimate, the population of teen to young adults, specifically 15 to 30 years old, is stated to be 26.96% from the total populations of Malaysian citizens. This means that us as a young adult marketers could specifically target these type of demographics because they are typically similar with us, and we can easily understand their behavior, and we can easily market our products towards the Malaysia, specifically the teen to young adults group. And also, why we choose Malaysia besides from economic aspect, we also choose Malaysia because in terms of easiness of business, easiness of doing business right there. According to World Bank 2020, World Bank reports that Malaysia is ranked number 12 in the world in terms of ease of doing business with a score of 81.5, which according to World Bank is very easy. And specifically, in terms of starting a business category, Malaysia gained a score of 83.3, which means that it's also pretty easy to start a business in Malaysia. And also, in the aspects of easiness on international trade or trading across borders, Malaysia is ranked number 49 compared to other countries. This means that Malaysia's economy is potential, and also it's relatively easy to conduct business right over there. So this is a great potential to market our products and expand our products and marketing towards the Malaysian markets. I think that's the two main reasons, Yusuf, why we need to market our products there, because first is potential, it has potential in its economy, and second, it is relatively easy to start a business in there. Okay, Yusuf.
Okay, thank you, Anggara, for your explanation. Although Malaysia has a cultural similarities and various other things with Indonesia, is there a difference of consumer behavior there? And especially now that we are all experiencing a global pandemic, are there certain habits for the people there during this pandemic in Malaysia, Anggara?
Okay, interesting question, Yusuf. So first of all, according to Google, Think with Google in 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, one of the industries that present an opportunity is the beauty industry. Google states that consumers becoming more and more beauty and health conscious. The quest for personal care has never been more apparent and is driving many Malaysians to search and buy more. And this states that the fastest growing categories is one, the hair care categories, which increase in 25% of purchasing behavior. Sun protection is 95%, and face care is 20%. And also, according to global data 2020, the cosmetic and toiletries industry in Malaysia is expected to reach 520 million units by 2024 at a compounded annual growth rate of 2.8% during the 2019 to 2024. And also, global data reveals that skincare was the largest sector with values of Ringgit Malaysia 1.69 billion in 2020. And I think Google also states that many consumers during the pandemic are looking for ingredients that address their individual skin concerns. For example, there is an increase in search of niacinamide 8.8 times, tamanu oil 1.9 times, retinol 1.7 times, micellar water 1.7 times, and alpha-arbutin 1.6 times. And also, according to our participants from Malaysia, our buddies from Malaysia, beauty products is currently trending in Malaysia during the COVID-19 pandemic because, you know, people use TikTok, people use Twitter, Instagram to promote their stuff and, you know, becoming more and more beauty and health conscious while they're chilling or while they're conducting their activities from home right now. So therefore, based from the trends by Google's and several other sources, and also the data that we collect from our participants, our friends in Malaysia, we chose skincare products because of the consumer behavior as our proposed products to sell, promote, and market in Malaysia. I think because the consumer behavior that is Yusuf.
Okay, thank you, Anggara. After your explanation, we can know that personal care, especially in the skincare, is the Malaysia consumer needs in the pandemic right now. After we know about what consumer behavior that Malaysia have, we must know what the specific target market that we choose for the product. Do you have any idea for this, Anggara?
Okay, so basically we conduct research, by interviewing our Malaysian friends and also start deep diving into the search engine, and also doing several research. We need to serve the female after conducting those several experiments, after conducting those several marketing research. We intend to specify the female to teen young adult markets. Why this market was chosen? Because first, our participants, Adriana, Yena, Sophia, Amisha, and our other friends mainly belong to this group because they are University Malaya students. They are also young adult females, and this behavior from this target market is observable. The data could be obtained by our interview with friends. And it's also pretty profitable and specific in terms of behavior among these groups. It's typically similar. And also, I think the specific target market behavior among the female teen to young adult markets are, first, they intend to pursue fair skin, white skin. According to our interview with our participants, one of the key behavior that is present in the female teen to young adult market is a goal of achieving a fair skin. And it's also common for Asian people, Indonesia also, to pursue one of the beauty goals and standards, which is achieving a fair skin. And also, female to teen young adult markets are becoming more and more beauty and health conscious. Consumers becoming more beauty and health conscious, and the quest for them to pursue personal care has never been more apparent, and is driving many Malaysians to search and buy for more. And also, according to our interview with our friends in Malaysia, besides achieving a fair skin, white skin, there are several behaviors that the female to teen young adult Malaysians tend to pursue. One of them is getting rid of acne. I think it's also pretty, universal in Indonesia also, because many teenagers in Indonesia wants to get rid of their acne. One of the main skin condition that the Malaysian pursue is removing acne. And also oily skin. I think our participants from the Malaysians also states that one of the beauty goals that is pursued by the Malaysian is, treating or clearing your oily skin after doing several activities. This condition could also be found in Malaysia and needed to be fulfilled by the skincare products. So I think the specific target market behavior, which is female to teen young adult markets, Yusuf, that we need as a marketers to learn is, first, achieving a fair skin. All Malaysia female to teen young adult are also achieving this fair skin, getting rid of acne, and also oily skin. I think that's the main takeaway from the behavior from the female to teen young adult markets, Yusuf.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we have already listened to an explanation of the characteristic of Malaysia, ranging from demographics, consumer behavior, to the target market that we can choose to market our products. Well, of course, we are all curious what product will be marketed to Malaysia, right? Okay, let me introduce our product. This is Tams oil. Okay, the tamanu oil is an oil that extracted from the seedlings of tamanu tree. Tamanu is some kind of tropical palm species originated in the Southeast Asia, and its scientific name is Calophyllum inovinum. The characteristic of tamanu oil is a green, lumpy, and thick oil with a unique smell of nuts. In Indonesia, we call also known the nyamplung tree. Okay, I will tell to you about the benefits of tamanu oil. According to the Rahari Velomanana in 2018, tamanu oil contains several benefits for skin health, such as antibacterial, antioxidant, fatty acid, and simulates collagen production. These are several benefits that tamanu oil could give to your skin. First is reducing acne. Second is erase acne scars. Third is moisture the dry skin. Fourth is reduce insect bite. And last but not least, treats and reduce ingrown hair. Product description of Tams oil. Tams combine the tamanu oil with a seed mask. The oil will be absorbed by the seed mask and could be used as a beauty face mask. The example of Tams product is there. Price of product. The price that of 1 Tams seed mask with 15 grams of tamanu oil will be sold at 15,000 Indonesia rupiah per pieces or 4.32 ringgit Malaysia per pieces. Yeah, product it can be useful. Can be a useful product if we can't distribute to the society. And how society know the product? If we don't promote the product, we will back to Anggara. How we can distributing and promoting our product, Anggara?
Okay, thank you, Yusuf, for your question. First of all, we intend to distribute and promote our products via online deliveries. Why we chose this? Because our market is specifically female teen to young adult markets. They mainly interacts with social media. They mainly interacts with the internet. They mainly interacts with the web. That's why we intend to market our products and distribute our products via online deliveries, specifically maybe e-commerce and also via Instagram store. Okay, so let's talk about the promotion aspect. We intend to promote the Tams oil with the, this is an example that we intend to promote tamanu oil or Tams, our face mask sheet Tams oil via Instagram. This is the type of promotion that we will engage. We will intend to promote to the Malaysian female to teen young adult markets. And also we will intend to, promote via TikTok. As you can see right here, this is the example type of promotion that we will intend to use in the future. So why we use social media campaign to promote our products? Because first of all, there are 28 million social media users in Malaysia in January 2021, according to We Are Social 2021. And the number of social media increases in Malaysia during the pandemic is 2 million. And the number of social media users in Malaysia was equivalent to 86% of the total population in January. And Hootsuite states that marketers can reach 62.5% of Malaysia's citizens ranging from 30 to 34 years old via social media. This is beneficial because it shows us that through social media marketing, it is realistic to reach 30 to 34 years old female Malaysian citizens to promote Tams oil. And this is the reason why we choose Instagram and TikTok, because Instagram and TikTok is one of the most used social media platforms in Malaysia. Instagram ranking in number 4 and TikTok is ranking number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it is one of the most used social media platforms in Malaysia. And Instagram audience overview, it's potential audience that can be reached using advertising on Instagram is 40 millions, and 53% of them is female. This means that Tamanu oil can be promoted through Instagram. And also e-commerce spend by category, there are potentially 1.42 billion increases in fashion and beauty industry, and also 43.7% of fashion and beauty products category that can be sold during the pandemic in e-commerce, so via e-commerce. Therefore, I think it is beneficial and potential, to distribute our products via e-commerce and also promote our products via social media such as Instagram and TikTok. And I think that's it for now, Yusuf. This is our reference that we use to, present in this presentation right now. So I think that's all, Yusuf.
Yeah, I think it's finished.
Okay, so thank you for your time and listening. I will give this session right to Karel. Thank you, Karel, for your time.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Anggara and Yusuf, for the time being. So are you guys already done? Nothing to add more?
Yes, we're done.
All right.
We're finished.
If you guys are already done, now we are heading to the panelist session. So any of you guys are coming from Malaysia? Could you please raise your hands? Nur Adriana Zahia, and then may I see who are the panelists? Nur Zafira, Sophia, are you here?
Hello, Yana.
Sophia,
Could you show us?
Hi.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And then Nur Adriana is here.
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Nur Amisha.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello,
And
Amisha.
Hello.
Adroto Naim, right?
Yes, I'm here.
So you guys are all present. It's really nice to have you guys all here. So now, since you guys are from Malaysia and you guys have seen the presentation from our friends here, Anggara and Yusuf, do you guys have any comments or feedbacks regarding the facts or the stuff related to business or marketing in Malaysia, or maybe based on your personal experiences? Do you have your own ideas or comments or whatever it is regarding this topic?
So, hello. I'm Sophia.
Hello, Sophie.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
very
loud
clear.
and clear.
Okay, I think the presentation went well. Everything is good. But I have a question to ask. Is it okay if I ask a question?
Okay,
Of
you may
Yeah.
ask.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
How do you guys assure that this Malaysian people will purchase this product? My question clear.
Oh, okay, it's clear.
Well, maybe you guys can take a note first on the questions that the panelists are asking. Or maybe if you guys already have the answer, you can directly answer them.
Okay, so maybe we will take a notes first, right? Okay.
Okay. So are there any questions from other panelists maybe?
I'm Zafira. I'm just giving opinion. So far everything is fine, no doubts about it. Just in my opinion, I honestly think that for the price of the product, as stated, is one shipment will be sold at 4.32 ringgit, is it? So why not increase the price of the shipments about 68 cents, which is the price will be 5 ringgit per pieces. So from my point of view, it's still a reasonable price, not too expensive and affordable, because tamarind oil is one of the ingredients that is very high quality and good for the skin. So at the same time, you can increase your profit too. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, so my name is Nadratul. So as for my side, for the presentation, I really understand and everything is clear. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Will you buy
Thank
the
you.
product, Nadra? Will you buy the product that offering by Anggara?
Yes, I will buy it.
Okay, so it's answering your friend asking about why you how can you believe that Malaysian people will buy the product? So you have to test you have to test the water before you marketing. So based on your correspondent Anggara, you have to test will they buy the product.
Okay, Mr. Kanchar.
All right. So are there any comments from maybe, I don't know, why are your guys panelists?
I
Sophia?
think that's all because everything went well. Everything is good.
All right then.
Congratulations.
Now, I think because your time is until 1840, you guys have 6 minutes left to answer the questions that the panelists have given to you. Please, group 1.
Okay, thank you for your question, Sophia. So, as you can see, you know, there are many ways to, to convince customers, consumers to purchase our products. And I think Kotler states that there are marketing funnels. I forgot the theory, which is, from the awareness, conviction, and purchasing behavior. I forgot the construction of the theory, but the main thing is that we intend to market our products. We need to the way we the way we need to market our products so that the Malaysian people can trust these products and want to buy these products is first via promotion, of course, via promotion from TikTok, Instagram, and also in the future, in the long run, maybe we intend to get a partnerships with several endorsers, or maybe social media influencers or micro celebrities in the future, of course, because we intend to get a partnership with these people, and they could promote and sell our products, and we could also gain partnership from them. So besides promoting in Instagram and TikTok, also we intend to create a partnership, having a partner with the social media influencers in Malaysia. I think that's all. Maybe Yusuf, you want to add some of your insights or opinions on Sophia's question?
Yeah, I think it's enough.
Okay, so that's the answer, Sophia. You maybe you wanna add some more, or
No, it's okay. I understand it. Thank you.
okay. Thank you very much, Sophia.
Maybe Sophia can be the endorser for the product also. Sophia and friends can be endorse the product.
All right. if I'm not mistaken, there were two questions, one from Sophia and one other from Nur. I forgot.
I think it's not a question, Karel. I'm sorry.
That's
Just
not
an
a question.
opinion.
I see.
Opinion.
All right then.
Suggestion towards the pricing.
Okay. So are there any more feedbacks or comments from the Malaysian team? No?
No, that's all.
All right then. All right. If so, I thank you so much, the Malaysian group, for the time being and the good presentation about the marketing and business strategy at in Malaysia. May this session can bring benefits to all of us. I mean, yeah. And now we are heading to the next session, which is a presentation from the second group. But because there are some technical challenges, now we are going to make the third group present first. So we welcome Group 3 or Group Mexico to present their ideas. The time and place is yours. Thank you.
Well, okay, Karel, thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you, Anggara. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, depending on where you live. And in this session, our group will talk about the market potential in Mexico or the challenges of doing marketing activities in Mexico. But first of all, we would like to say thank you to all the participants who have taken their times to attend into this event. And then let's move on to the first chapter. Next, please, Alvan. Yeah. So this is our team. The first one is Karel Gotthard. The second one is Rahmatulizar Afandi. And the third is myself, Anselmo Sebastian. Next, please. So this is our respondents in Mexico. But first of all, we would like to say sorry because in this occasion, it's only Alan that can attend to this event because the rest have their own activities. Because in the other hand, in Mexico right now, it's like 7:30 p.m. in the morning. So the first one is Alan Cruz. He's 20 years old from the Los Altos de Jalisco, Ara. The second one is Yasmin Guadalupe Macias Casillas. She's a friend of Alan, and therefore she's from Los Altos de Jalisco too. The third one is Raul Alberto Ramos. He's 19 years old from the Puebla. Next, please. The fourth one is Daniel. He's 21 years old. He's an university student in UNAM, University of Autonomous in Mexico. He's from the capital city, Mexico City. And the last one is Diego Gonzalez. He's a friend of Daniel, and therefore he's from the Mexico City too. Next. So first one, we would like to talk about the demography in Mexico. Next. So I will concisely tell you guys about the Mexico, that Mexico has a population of about 126 million people in 2020, which makes it the 10th most populated country in the world. And also it makes Mexico as the most populous Spanish-speaking country and the third most populous in the Americas after the US and the Brazil. Mexico is a developing country ranking 74th on the Human Development Index, but has the world's 15th largest economy by nominal GDP and 11th largest by PPP. The US is its largest economic partner. In 2020, Mexico's GDP amount to approximately 1.08 trillion US dollars. Next. So in this session, I will talk about the gender and sex composition in Mexico. In 2020, male to female ratio for Mexico was 95.76 males per 100 females, which have been decreased from 99.4 males per 100 females in 1950. And then in 2019, around 26.19% of Mexico's population were between 0 until 14 years of age, around 66.4% within the ages of 15 and 64, and the rest is about 7.42% were 65 years older or older. So the conclusion are the Mexico is dominated by the female's gender, and it's also dominated by the young people or teenager. Next. So this is the details of the age structure in Mexico as I explained before. As you can see, the Mexico is dominated by the young people or a teenager. Next. So because of that, Mexico has an expensive pyramid in their demography because their rates of natalities are larger than their rates of mortalities, which makes them larger in the young people. Next, please. So the next session will be conducted by our friend Karel.
All right, muchas gracias. Thank you so much, Salma, for the time being. And now you're heading back to your moderator, to me again, yeah, because I'm a part of this group. Yeah, and now we'll be heading to the next session, which is the geographical conditions of Mexico. Yeah, so as you guys may have known, Mexico located in North America. It borders the USA in the northern part, Guatemala in the southern part, and Belize in the southeastern part. So as you guys have known or maybe seen or watched in American or Western movies, there are so many movies resembling or having something to do with Mexico because it borders the USA really close. It is located in the southern part of the USA. So politically, Mexico is a North American country because they are a member of NAFTA. NAFTA is North American Free Trade Area. So it's like ASEAN or the European Union or African Union, something like that, but it's located in North America. However, socioculturally, Mexico is a Latin American country. Why? Because in Mexico, people are speaking Spanish, and the Spanish or maybe Portuguese are often spoken in Central American and South American countries, which to say they are Latin American countries, including Mexico itself. So, as you guys may have known, the Mexico capital city is Mexico City, and it also borders both the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, as you guys can see, in the eastern part it's the Atlantic Ocean, and in the western part is the Pacific Ocean. And then it also has 32 states. And I think the most popular one is Guadalajara, and then Chihuahua and Baja California, because yeah, they are just like really trendy, I think, those states. Next. Yeah, so these are the climates in Mexico. So we wanted to divide it into four parts. So the first part is arid. Arid means dry. So in the northern part of Mexico, it's basically arid. It's hot, just like the Middle Eastern region, which has so many deserts, and like the Northern Australia, which has so many deserts too, and maybe not so much populated compared to the central and southern part of the country. So in the northern part of the country, it's dry, and then in the western part, it's dry tropic. Dry tropic means it's dry, it's like arid, but not so much sand, not so much desert. However, if you guys have maybe heard about Savannah, now there are many savannas. Maybe I think in the dry tropic area of the country. And then we go on to the temperate part. The temperate part is just like the Southeastern Asian country, just like Indonesia and Malaysia. As temperate means sometimes hot, sometimes rainy. Yeah. So it's like that. And also humid tropic. Humid tropic is much moist. So many rains may happen in those humid tropic. So in conclusion, the climate in Mexico is much more subtropic rather than tropic. And then along the coast, it's hot and humid. Inland communities at higher elevations, such as Guadalajara, it has 50 to 100 feet above sea level, are much drier and more temperate. And then your capital city, which is Mexico City, the climate tends to warm and temperate because their altitude is so high. It's located in highlands and it has 2,238 meters above sea level. Next. Yeah, and then I will explain about the consumer behavior of Mexico. As you guys may have seen, these are the transcripts of interviews that we have conducted with our interviewees or buddies from Mexico. Because our friend Anselmo can speak Spanish, so these interviews are conducted in Spanish. And what are the meanings? I myself don't know, and we should continue to the next session, to the next slide. Yeah, so this is the conclusion of our interviews with our interviewees or informants. So first, people are living their lives as usual again. So just assume that this circumstance happened currently in the pandemic era, the COVID-19 pandemic era, which the government of many countries of the world just set a policy to their people not to make crowds and just to stay at home and something like that, wearing masks, etc. But most Mexican people are now living their lives as usual again. Because the Mexican culture is more like the high context culture, which means the relations between maybe old people and younger people are really welcome and no much strains. And then the second one, they like to hang out with your friends. Yeah, this is also a type of culture that Mexico has. As I have said, that they enact the high context culture, and they like to hang out with their friends, like to socialize with each other. And then, as we know, just like any other developing countries in the whole world, even though there are some obligation from the government to maybe apply or obey the health protocols to avoid the COVID-19 virus, many people don't really care about it anymore. Maybe some of you guys have watched Euro 2020 in Europe. So many people are not wearing masks anymore, maybe because they have been fully vaccinated or the country have been going through lockdown for several months, and then yeah, maybe they have reaped their fruits of lockdown. And then also the Mexican people in their free times, they are likely to spend the day or hang out with their friends, but not like any other countries. They often spend their free time at bars. Next. Yeah, so this is the Cholo subculture and hangout lifestyle. Cholo subculture means someone or somebody who who likes to wear classy or cheeky shirts or like jackets. So this is the products that we wanted to sell to the Mexican people. And also in the right picture, you can see that the culture of Mexico is like to hang out with your friends at bars. Next. Now is the marketing mix. So the product that we wanted to sell here are leather-based products. So leather-based products could be manufactured into several things like purses or wallets or belts or shoes and any other stuffs. Next. So our product description, they are processed goods made of quality leather and have many unique types. So that they can support your own fashion style and produced by our relations who has great experience of craftsman skills. And our products also prioritize high quality, also providing safe and good packaging for our consumers. Next. So our pricing also range between 416 Mexican peso until 2,700 Mexican peso, and it equivalents to 304,000 rupiah until 1,972 million. Yeah, 1.9 million 72,000, depending on the type of product. And also we provide discounts for purchases for our loyal customers. Next. So this is the place that where we wanted to sell our products. We use e-commerce. Next. And the place we want to sell is online website. So we are doing some partnership with a local business named Refold, and we know it from Instagram, and we wanted to have some collaborations with them, maybe using their websites and stuff. Next. So we use the promotion is e-commerce and Google Ads. We also do promotions through e-commerce. Maybe for international e-commerce, we use Amazon or eBay and Alibaba and stuff like that. Next. Yeah, we also use Instagram because most young people in Mexico use Instagram rather than any other social medias like Facebook or maybe Twitter. I think it's Instagram is the best platform for selling, I think. Next. Yeah, from this session, it will be explained by my friend Alpha.
Okay, thank you, Karel. Okay, then we will discuss about Mexico tech-related stats. First, based on the data we found, namely social media advertising audience profile in Mexico, the largest audience is in 25 until 34 years with 16.1% male and 15.1% female. Next are 18 until 24 years with a male percentage of 12.1% and female 13.1%. We will now discuss the most used social media platform. The first is in Mexico. The first is YouTube. Next, Facebook. Next, WhatsApp. Next, Facebook Messengers and Instagram. Furthermore, about the Instagram audience overview, the total potential audience can be reached using advertisement on Instagram, which is 32 million, and the Instagram potential advertising audience compared of the total to the total population age is 31 0.7%, a number that is quite good for marketing products through Instagram in Mexico. Next, about e-commerce purchase by Egg Group. This data shows that the highest level of purchase comes from those eggs 35 until 44 years with a percentage of 80.4%, and those age 25 until 34 years have a percentage of 80.1%. And the last is e-commerce spend by category. Buying fashion and beauty has a total amount spent about $4.52 billion. And now we talk about specific target market from our product. The criteria for our market target are: first, young adult consumers in the range of 18 to 34 years of age; two, those of middle low income; three, has a high interest in fashion and leather-made clothing; four, men for purses and shoes products; women for handbags and wallets. The reason is: first, easier to convince consumers in buying the products; two, similar purpose of the products observed from both utilitarian and hedonistic perspective; and last, longer product life because culture and lifestyle are harder to stop. So, muchas gracias. Thank you from our group.
Right. I think thank you so much and muchas gracias for the Mexican group. Yeah, we actually have like 2 minutes left to present. And now we are heading to the panelist session, and I understand said that we only have one buddy right from Mexico who is currently attending this event. Alan.
Hola,
So-
Alan. Can you say hi, Alan?
Hi. So, Alan, do you have any comments or feedbacks regarding the presentation made by us regarding the business and marketing situation and strategy in Mexico?
I think the presentation about the product is a good way to sell that product in my country. The way in which the product is present is interesting, and people sorry and can attract people's attention. That's all.
But I think there's so many things that we can explore actually. If I may know, where do you live, Alan? In which city of Mexico?
His name is Jalostotitlan in Los Altos de Jalisco.
Oh, that's a long one name of the city. I probably can't even pronounce it, but my friend Anselmo can.
Yeah, it's near the second largest city that I said before, Guadalajara, right, Alan?
Mexican culture that the people there like to hang out with in bars.
Wait, Karel, is it okay if I translate it to Spanish?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Okay, Alan. So, güey es que te gustaría unirse a bar o bares en el café o cafetería. ¿Te gusta mucho en bares o en cafetería? Sí.
Creo que suelo ir más a bares.
Yeah, he said that the young people in Mexico likes to hang out at bars because, yeah, it's one of their culture.
Yeah, I think that's nice. It's nice to know because because also in Indonesia, some of them like to have some, hangout culture, but not in bars because the majority of Indonesians are Muslims, and we are prohibited to drink alcohol, and therefore if we wanted to hang out, we always done it at coffee shops. So no wonder there are so many coffee shops here in Indonesia, though. Yeah. So are there any comments maybe from you guys or Alvan?
I think enough, Karel.
All right then.
¿Tienes otra comentarios o opinas, güey, Alan? ¿O es
No,
bastante?
no, es todo.
Ok, muchas gracias, güey.
De nada.
Thank you, Alan.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Alan.
Gracias.
You're welcome.
All right then. I think that's all from the Mexican group. I thank you and thank us so much for the event. Yeah. And then now we actually still have 8 minutes left, but because the Mexican panelist is only Alan attending this event, right? We shall continue to the next session. Right now we are heading to the third group presentation made by the Australian group, or actually it's group too, but due to technical challenges, it's switched to the third session. Yeah, so please.
Group 3.
Or Australian group. The time is yours.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Premananto and Karel. Before I start this session, let me say thank you to my friends from SMA Negeri 2 Lamongan and also my college friends. Thank you for your support, and that means a lot to me. So good evening, everybody. My name is Dinafa. Today is a good opportunity for me and my partner, Yuda, to present our final project in international marketing course under the title Understanding Potential Business in Australia. So we start with Australia as our target market. To find information about what products will sell there, we have conducted interviews with our Australian friends to obtain relevant information on consumer behavior in Australia. And here are our friends. We got Gerald, 42 years old from Ormond, Australia. We got Charles Anoyan, 31 years old from Australia, and Azan Rizvi, 33 years old from Dofton, Australia. From the result of the interview, we can make several marketing mix plans in the form of product, distribution, promotion, and price.
So Elsa, what can we offer to our Aussie friends?
Yeah, Yuda, we can offer them green tea or Camellia sinensis.
So what is a Camellia sinensis?
Green tea or Camellia sinensis is a type of tea whose processing doesn't go through a fermentation process, which is made by activating the phenolase enzyme present in the shoots of fresh tea leaves by heating, so that oxidation of catechins or antioxidant can be prevented.
And why would you choose green tea?
All right, Yuda, we choose green tea for several considerations. First, based on the result of interviews, we can conclude that they all have a habit of drinking tea both in the morning and the evening, and tend to like the type of tea that is brewed at home. This can be an opportunity for us as marketers to market green tea products in their country. This statement is supported by literature on Australian tea culture. Under the title Steeped in History, Afternoon Tea at Vauclaw House by Melissa from University of Technology, Sydney. They said that as British tradition permit everyday life, the multitudes of customs and practices readily adopted by the colony reinforce its imperial relationship. The significance of tea room, therefore, is demonstrated through the perception of traditional afternoon tea as a vehicle for imbuing British tradition into Australian society. Subsequently, afternoon tea became intimately woven into Australian life as a culturally and socially significant tradition. Right now, is Australian tea culture remains very similar to British tea culture. Tea is often offered to guests by the host, and small food portions are often served during morning tea and afternoon tea. The main evening meal can be called tea. The third consideration is about the natural potential of Indonesia, especially the tea plantation, which was quite spacious, evidenced by Indonesia's positions as one of the biggest manufacturers in the world, which is ranked 7th based on the Food and Agriculture Organization. So for this reason, Indonesia's natural potential, especially in tea products, must be optimized, managed, and utilized for export to various countries, especially in Australia. The fourth consideration is according to ditjenfood.pertanian.go.id, Indonesia has sufficient tea production capacity to meet export needs. Indonesia tea production in 2019 was recorded at 137.8 thousand tons in an area of 108.75 hectares, with an average productivity of 1.6 tons per hectare per year.
So well said, Elsa. As we know, to export product to a country, marketers need to pay attention to several policies of the country to be addressed. So what do you know about the Australian policy regarding green tea or Camellia sinensis?
Yeah, Yuda. According to the Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment of Australia's government website, our products are categorized as black, green or white tea, Camellia sinensis, and not into herbal tea. And this is the following policies. Point A, black, green, and white teas are highly processed products that pose minimal biosecurity risk and may be released without inspection. Point B, a Department of Agriculture, Water, and the Environment import permit is not required. C, all material in the consignment must be thoroughly dried and not capable of propagation. Point D, the goods must be clean and free of contaminated seed, soil, animal, and plant debris and other biosecurity risk material prior to arrival in Australian territory. Point E, any packaging used with the consignment must be clean and new. Point F, if biosecurity risk material is found on inspection, the consignment must be held and the contaminants must be treated using an approved methods by the department, export and dispose of at the importer expense. And next, this is the other policies. After fulfilling the export requirement proposed by Australia, marketers must have a plan to distribute their products in the target market. Can you explain to us how we distribute our products there, Yuda?
Of course, Elsa, we choose to do the direct distribution through B2B marketing with the Asian store, which sells daily food ingredients. The things that became our consideration for doing direct distribution is based on the result of the interview. We found the fact that all the informants didn't like online shopping activities for several reasons. For that, we decided to distribute our products to direct distribution at the Asian store in Australia. We plan to market our products at Asian grocery stores such as Woolworths Supermarket, Coles Supermarket, and Aldi Supermarket. Can you next? Now for our target sales location, which is Sydney, because according to the literature, the city is strategic city where there are a lot of Asian grocery stores compared to other cities in Australia. So that Sydney is a strategic city where a consumer can easily find our product through wholesale stores scattered there.
So how we do introduce our product there, Yuda?
Yeah, so we plan to carry out several commercial strategies. Can you next the presentation? We plan to several strategies such as conducting free testing for visitors who come to our partner in the sales store, and we plan to participate in trade expo event both organized by Indonesia and Australia. Next. However, due to current conditions that are experiencing a pandemic will result in restriction or activities by the government for the restriction at this time, we will only use promotion in form of free testing for visitors.
So how about the price?
In determining the price of our product, we use a competitor-based pricing strategy. With the result of our analysis on the e-commerce platform regarding the price of green tea, the average price of they sell for 1 kilo of tea is 330,000 rupiah, or the equivalent of $30. For that, we set the price of our tea product at $50. And in conducting business transaction, we use the Commonwealth Bank as a intermediately for transaction because according to the interview results, they are fact the Commonwealth Bank is the most popular bank in the Australia, and so it can be concluded that this bank is easily accessible and often used by Australia in business transaction. In Indonesia, we often encounter this bank, although not as much as BRI, BNI, and Mandiri. For this reason, we hope that using Commonwealth Bank as a transaction intermediary can facilitate transaction because both parties, Indonesia and Australia, have the same bank account. Thanks for us. Thank you, and back to Karel.
All right, thank you so much, the Australian group, for the good presentation and so much insights about the marketing and business strategy and situation in Australia. And now we are heading to the panelist session. So guys, are there any of you from Australia come here? Please raise your hands if any of you guys come here. Jerome. And then who else? Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Any else or only Jerome?
I'm sorry. I can't
Is it
really
only
hear
you? Is it only you or any other person from Australia coming here?
I think it is only me.
Oh, all right. So then, do you have any comments or feedbacks regarding the presentation that the group have made?
Okay. First of all, I think the presentation was pretty cool. I didn't think that they would put the policies in their presentation, and also I'm just curious, why would you guys sell green tea? What is the motivation behind the product? I think that's all I want to ask. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerome, for your question. So for group 2, if you guys already have the answer, you can just directly answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jerry, for your question. Maybe why we sell green tea, because based on interview from another participant, we conclude that they all they all have a habit of drinking tea, both in the morning and or in the evening. Maybe this is an opportunity for us as a marketer to market the green tea to your country, Australia.
All right. I think that's a cool statement. I think because tea drinking is very popular not only in Australia, I think, but also in the United Kingdom or UK, and they have such culture to drink the tea maybe every morning or in the afternoon with their family or friends. And I think also Australia has the same culture, right, Jerome?
Yeah.
So are there any more questions or comments? No?
I want to ask a little bit more. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, there are a lot of variations in tea, right? Why would you pick green tea in specific? And also, I think marketing research through interviews are not really that efficient for large numbers, right? I think I think that can be my feedback too. Don't forget to conduct research through a bigger what do you call it, platform maybe. Yeah, I think that is all from me. Thank you for the answer.
Thank you, Jerome, for the feedback. And I think that is already closing the panelist session. As we know that the panelists coming here from Australia is only Jerome, right? And no other participants coming here from Australia. Yeah. I say thank you so much for group 2 or the Australian team for the time being and the group presentation. We hope that the session may give benefits to all of us, probably about tea and probably about the marketing and business prospects or situations in Australia. And now, to make time shorter, we are moving to the 4th group or the Japan group. Yeah, so please, Japanese team, you can set your presentation. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Karel, for the opportunity. And good evening to Mr. Ganjar and Mrs. Masmira. Good evening to all of the panelists that help us make this event. And good evening to all of our audience. Now in this session, my team and I will be giving you insight about Japanese business visibility during these pandemic times. Next. Okay, before going into the topic, let me introduce my team. It consists of 3 people, myself, Nicholas Imdianda, Dava Validin, and Panji Laksono. All of us have worked hard for this project with the help from our 5 Japanese friends. Next. These are all of our friends that help us during this project. There's Sayaka, also our panelist in the session. Hello, Sayaka. And there is Nao Murata, Ryotaro Nakatsuji, Marin, and Naruki Sato. For Marin and Naruki, they did not give us their consent to include their photos and information in this presentation. Next. Now, first of all, we will be giving you brief information about our beautiful country of choice, that is Japan. This will include Japan demographics as of 2021 and Japan consumer behavior during pandemic. Next. As of 2021, Japan estimated population is around 126 million people, with its biggest prefecture, Tokyo, with total population around 8 million people. Many of us already know that Japan is one of the countries with the highest life expectancy around the world. This is achieved by their people awareness about the importance of health. Their country is very clean and they have an excellent healthcare system. As of 2021, Japan life expectancy reached up to 85 years old for male and for female. But from 2010 to 2021, Japan is at a downside trend for age population growth. That has shown that this happened because Japanese culture, where a lot of people think that work is more important than family. Japanese people don't want to start a family when they don't reach their financial goal first. Next. Now, this is all of the data that is important about Japan demographics, which we obtained via Hootsuite. From 126 million of people, 51.2% is female and 48.8% is male. And other interesting data that is worth to look at is Japanese people literacy percentage. Both female and male have 99% literacy percentage. This means that majority of Japanese people is well informed and well educated. Next.
Okay, now I will explain about consumer behavior in the Japanese market towards health products. Here we will explain about 4 consumer behavior in Japan in general toward this matter. Next. First, Japan has an increasing demand for health products. This is due to the pandemic that is happening all over the world, so that Japanese people are increasingly wanting to maintain their health by consuming health products. Second, Japanese people have a belief that herbal products have low risk to health. This has a good implication for Mediti sales opportunities in Japan. Third, Japan is one of the countries with the healthiest people. This is evidenced by the long age of the Japanese population. This is due to high awareness that Japanese society towards health. Last one, Japan has a high demand for cheap products. With high demand and interest in buying healthy herbal products, it would be very good for Mediti to market their products in Japan. Next.
Okay, in this section, we will talk about the specific target market for the products we offer. So basically, we have 4 criteria of target market. The first one is we will target Japanese people aged 41 to 60 years, men and women, considering they are the most vulnerable to various diseases ranging from viruses and cancer. Second one, we target people who has a high interest in healthy living, because those consumers who want better health and have prevention against diseases and viruses will relevant with our product. The third one, of course, we also target consumers who have the habit of drinking tea, because the product we sell is tea. And the last one, we target consumers who live in Tokyo, to be specific, 8.3 million. We target the city of Tokyo as our target because the city is one of the largest cities and has access to good import product because it has port located in the city. After this slide, we will talk about the marketing mix of our product, Mediti. There are 4 aspects of the marketing mix that we will explain. The first one is product, second one is price, the third one is distribution, and the last one is promotion.
Okay. After conducting interviews with 5 of our friends, we obtained 2 interesting information about Japan. First of all, Japan take COVID-19 very serious, where its government implement lockdown for all of its major prefecture. That is a prefecture like Tokyo, Osaka, Kanagawa, and many others. Now, our team also find that during pandemic, there is an increased demand for healthy-based food and beverage. Now, this mainly because Japanese people believe that healthy food and beverage will help them boost their immune system to fight COVID-19. Based on our result from interviews, our team proposed Mediti as our product that we will introduce to Japan market. What is Mediti? Well, Mediti is a herbal drink made from green tea leaf extract. This product is created by Professor Dr. Joko Agung Purwanto, one of lecturer in Erlangga University, Faculty of Pharmacy. It takes Professor Joko around 18 years to develop this product. And Mediti is made pure without mixing any chemical ingredients. And it is proven that Mediti contains high dose of EGCG. EGCG is a unique plant compound that helps our bodies prevent a lot of deadly and harmful diseases like cancer, diabetes, cholesterol, and many types of heart diseases. It also stated that drinking Mediti will help you reduce your stress and improve your immune system, which we all really need during these pandemic times. Next. One box of Mediti will contain 25 liter sachets of ready-to-make green tea extract. Like in this picture, it is very simple to make Mediti. All you need to prepare is a teapot, a cup, and hot water. Firstly, you put the green tea in the teapot and pour hot water on it, mix the tea, and wait for 3 to 4 minutes. It is recommended to drink the tea while it's warm. Next. Now, why do we think our ideas will work in Japanese market? For starters, our team think that there is an opportunity waiting to be exploited. As explained by my friend earlier, Japan is one of the countries that drink tea regularly. Tea, oolong, and black tea are the types of tea that is very popular in Japan. We believe that with the right marketing strategies, Mediti will be welcomed very well by Japanese market. Next, Mediti is a breakthrough product. This breakthrough can be found in high dose of EGCG. During our research there are a little competitors in Japan for our green tea based drink that contains high dose of EGCG. Majority of products that are sold in Japanese mini market have already been mixed with some chemical ingredients. This will reduce the positive effects of a green tea by a lot. And Mediti also come in a simple package. It is very easy to use and to dispose. We believe that with all of the benefit and the simplicity in packaging, we can attract consumer in Japan. Furthermore, there is a trend that currently happening in Japan because of COVID-19. There is rising demand in healthy ingredients to make food and drinks. Ingredients such as ginger, tea, and other spices, which we have a lot in Indonesia, is really popular right now in Japan. Those 3 key points are the reasons why our team think that Mediti is the right product for Japanese market. Next.
Okay, so for the price product that we offer, we will sell our products at 165,000 rupiah or 1,266 yen per box. And we choose 2 platforms for transaction. The first one is PayPal and the second one is Western Union. We choose these 2 platforms because of their convenience, security, and very often used by many people. And in this section, I will explain how we distribute our product to Japan. We use batching system scenario. I will explain how it works. First step is we take the product at an agent price from Mediti Corporation. Then we sell the product by opening a batch pre-order system with a minimum quantity of 7 boxes per batch. After 1 batch is fulfilled, and then we prepare to send the product via international courier like DHL, FedEx, and EMS to the destination in Japan. The benefit that we get from this batching system is reduced product cost, more efficient and cheaper price for consumer. We also planning to sell our product via e-commerce through Amazon Marketplace and program from Shopee, which can be called Shopee Export. Here is an overview of e-commerce Shopee. And this is overview of e-commerce growth by category in Japan in 2021. As we can see, the travel, accommodation, and mobility sector are among the categories most affected during the COVID-19 pandemic. But there is one category that actually increased significantly in the current situation, and the category is food and personal care. This category has an increase in consumer spending by 31.7%. We are sure that the products that will be offered will be successful because our products are included into the food and personal care category.
Okay, so we will explain about the promotion of Mediti in Japanese market. Next. We will use social media as one of the most efficient and effective media to market a product. Social media has a very revolutionary algorithm to target ads to segments that have been determined by the company. Next. Instagram will be one of the main platforms we will use in media marketing. We will do advertising, showing testimonials, and giving information about batch ordering through this platform. Next. Why social media? As many of you might question, why social media, considering our target market does not use it very much. Next. The answer is we will use word of mouth strategy because it is one of the most effective channels to increase trust and purchase intention of potential consumers. We will target our ads to people aged 25 to 34 as the largest group in Japanese society that uses Instagram. And then the target of the ad will see the ad and then recommend Mediti to their parents or older relatives. Next. This graphic shows how much Japanese people use social media, and it shows Instagram as one of the most used platforms. We don't use the platform with bigger market share, as Instagram is a platform that focuses on visual aspect, unlike Twitter and Line. And we don't use YouTube, as Instagram is a better platform to communicate with the consumers. Next, Anji. Thank you, arigatou gozaimasu. We will go back to Karel.
Thank you so much, Japanese group, for the time being and for the good presentation and insights about the marketing strategies and conditions in Japan. And now we are heading to the panel section. So, are there any one of you from Japan who is coming here to this event? Would you please raise your hands? Sayaka Kundaira.
Yes.
Good evening.
Hello, my name is Sayaka, and my comment is I believe that this business will work well because Japanese health consciousness is improving, and under the pandemic COVID-19, we have many opportunity and many times to rethink our health. And Japanese shop have some drinks which help to be a healthier body. And I also have a high interest in healthy life, but most of health products are very expensive, and the labels of those bottles written that drinks for a diet, and it sometimes makes us so embarrassing to carry around. So I really like this. The idea will be a high success, and because you use fashionable package and easy to drink, and we like tea and we love to buy if we can drink it. We can drink and be healthy. And also I'm so interested in products from Indonesia, and I really wanted to taste them, and I hope this idea will succeed with commercial on SNS. So good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sayaka, for the statement and comments. But first of all, I represent the whole class. Would like to address deepest condolences for the great earthquake which devastated Japan this year in 2021 in Fukushima, Shizuoka, and Miyagi. And yeah, we hope that Japan could recover quickly after this earthquake and tsunami happens. Yeah, recover again. Right. So maybe are there any comments from group 4 or any questions?
I will ask some question. Considering your comments about price, I want to ask you, do you think our proposed price is reasonable for Japanese people? Or maybe you have any comments about the price? That's my question. Sayaka, are you listening?
Yeah.
Do you think this price is reasonable for Japanese people, or any comments?
I think if these products for healthiest, then it's so normal, I think.
Maybe that's all, Karel.
All right. So I think that's all from the Japanese team and group 4. Okay. Well, in my personal opinion, I think that the Japanese culture is really similar to the one with the previous group, which is Australia. And you guys also trying to promote the tea product there, right? Well, but I think the most popular type of tea in Japan is ocha or green tea. And yeah, maybe you guys go trying to promote that type of green tea to Japan in the next time, probably after this pandemic ends. All right. So thank you so much for the Japanese group. Arigato gozaimasu. And
Arigato
now,
gozaimasu, Sayaka. Thank you.
yeah.
Hope you always be in a good health.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And now we are heading to the next group or the last group. We are heading to the group of Brunei Darussalam, and they will present their ideas about the business and marketing strategy and conditions there. So please, for group 5, you can present your ideas and insights now. So the time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Karel. Do you hear my voice, guys?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Very clear.
Loud and clear, thank you. First of all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the time. Good evening to Mr. Ganchar and to Ms. Masmira. We also see Ms. Dian Mardia is here. So good evening, ma'am. And good evening too to our panelists. Thank you for staying with us. I hope you all guys get a nice experience in this event. And good evening to all the participants. Now, let's go to the Brunei potential business. Next. please introduce our team. It's me, Muhammad Habibur Rahman, and my friend Rahmat Putu Sakti and Agung Maulana. Next. And this is our buddies from Brunei. They are 100% from Brunei. They are Bruneians. The first one is Amala Sikin, then Atika Jafar, Ahmad Yazid Aziz, Samim Safikah, Nurfati Fakihah. Thanks for participating this event. And okay, next.
Okay. First, we will talk about Brunei Darussalam demographics. Brunei Darussalam is an Islamic kingdom in the North Borneo, with the bordered by the South China Sea in the north and Sarawak in the southwest and east. The population of Brunei is 464,478, 53% male and 47% female, and 80,000 live in the capital city. The capital city of Brunei Darussalam is Bandar Seri Begawan. In terms of population, 97% of Brunei population lives in the western part of the kingdom. In a bit of the 10,000 people in the Temboran area, the S are present mountain naturality condition. 67% of Brunei population is Malay, the minority ethnic group that influence the country's economy the most is Chinese, who make up 15 or of the population. The official language of Brunei Darussalam is Malay, and nearly 95% of the population of Brunei fluent in English. Next. There are several religions in Brunei. The biggest one is Islam. Bruneians are Muslim 67%, followed by Buddhists 13%, Christianity 10%, and animism and belief 10%, which are generally not Malay. Next. Brunei is the country with the 50th highest per capita income in the world, which is the worth 32,327 Brunei dollar, or the second highest in the ASEAN after Singapore. Next. Because the population is predominantly Muslim, Brunei forbids selling or consume liquor or illicit product. From the interview, we conclude it was found the most Brunei like to spend their money to buy branded or viral goods, even though they not really need it. Most of the item purpose are fashion, such as bag, clothes, and shoes. Like Indonesian people, Brunei also like to buy food they are going viral. After considering, we decide to choose fashion product to market to Brunei inside the food. Next. There's a very reason we choose fashion product among them. One, in Brunei, there are not big fashion store like Uniqlo, H&M, and other. Indonesia products are relatively cheaper. No expiry for the product. Permis is easier than food because if food has to take care of a distribution permit like halal label. And last, fashion product delivery is simpler than food. Next, Pujo.
For the pricing plan of Altopku, the price of the products we offer start from 300 up to 500,000 rupiah. This amount is based on the result of interview with Bruneians that they may consider to buy fashion goods in that range of price. Altopku, for distribution plan, plans to use two distribution channels, namely direct and indirect. For direct distribution channels, distribution of from Altopku will focus on social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, as well as through the website. In addition, for indirect distribution channels, through against who are resellers and dropshippers. For promotion plan, Altopku will use three channels, namely social media promotion, website, and advertising. In promotional activities for social media, we use Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Then for the website, we use SEO. Finally, for our advertising activity, we will use Instagram ads and also Facebook ads. To the next will be explained by my colleagues.
Okay. And in this slide, we see essential headlines for mobile, internet, and social media use in Brunei Darussalam. The total population in Brunei Darussalam is 439.5 thousand, with the urbanization rate is 78.4%. The mobile connection there is 568.2 thousand. From the population is 129.3%. The internet user in Brunei is 470,000, which is from population is 95%, and active social media user in there is 99% from the total population. Next. Okay, and the social media use, total number of active social media users in Brunei Darussalam is about 435,000, which social media user as percentage of the total population is 99%. Annual change is about 7%. And the number of social media user accessing via mobile phones is 432,000. And percentage of total social media users accessing via mobile is 99%. Next. And this why we choose the marketing channel from internet, especially from the social media, is because this statistic, Facebook audience overview, potential audience the Facebook report can be reached using advert on Facebook is about 320,000, and the potential rate is 90%. There is no change on quarter to quarter. And from the whole of audience is 43% female and 56% male. And for Instagram, as we can see, the total potential audience is about 250,000 and potential rate is 70%, no change on quarter. The percentage of the audience is 53% female and 46% male. Okay, that's it. That's a word. Thank you. I give back the control to Karel Gotthard. Thanks for the time.
All right, thank you so much, Group 5 or Brunei Darussalam team. What a great presentation and insights about the marketing prospects and strategy in Brunei Darussalam. So now we are heading to the next section, which is the comments and feedbacks from the panelists. So here, are there any participants from Brunei? Could you please raise your hands? Amal Ashifi.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening.
Good evening.
And then Atika, is she here too?
Yes, hello. Hi.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. And Ahmad and Shatim. Are you guys here? No? All right. So I think the participants from Brunei is only two persons. Am I right?
Yes, you are right.
All right. So guys, do you have any comments or feedbacks regarding the presentation, or you guys have any personal ideas about maybe marketing in Brunei and something?
I'd like to ask, can you go back to the slide where it mentioned the name? I'm a little confused on what the name actually is.
Yeah. So Group 5, could you please move back to the slide that Amal asked to show? Is this slide the document?
Before this, with the name.
So please, would you move back to the previous slide? Ujo, can you hear me? Would you please move back to the previous slide?
Sorry, ini.
Okay.
Wait. Sorry.
If you don't mind,
dari
that was the slide actually.
Okay. This is present class.
Okay, cool. If you don't mind me asking, I'd like to know what is the let's say the background, like the story behind the name.
Yeah, please. If you guys from group 5 already know the answer, why do you guys use the name? What is your name? What's the name of your product?
Is there any brand that you raise? So would you like to tell about the reason or the meaning of the brand?
The brand is the brand shop is Olcopku. The Olcopku it is offer product Indonesian product for to export to Brunei Darussalam, and for the brand is a local brand from Indonesia, and other many brand gitu. Be like Aero, terus Kompas, and other product. For the brand shop is Olcopku. We will yeah, do Olcopku.
Yes, to make it simple, we are planning to export from many brands, Indonesian brands, to overseas market. There is Aero, there is Kompas, and what I say about that brand is mostly shoes brand. We like retailer that export the product from Indonesia to overseas, especially Brunei Darussalam.
Okay, but my question was about the name. Is it does it happen to be like an Indonesian slang or an Indonesian term? Because it sounds quite foreign to me, especially. And I'd like to hear the explanation behind the branding, the name of it. Because naming and branding is quite important in Brunei, and to be honest, worldwide. So if you could explain a little bit on how you came up with this term or this name.
Olcopku, this brand name. Sorry. Tess, can you hear me? The brand is Olcopku.
Olcopku is the brand name.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, the brand is Olcopku, Amal.
Yes, I do understand that it's called Olcopku, but it's a little foreign to me since I don't really know what Olcopku is. Like, what does it stand for? How did this name get developed, or you guys come up with the name, or does it already exist?
It's not yet exists actually, because it's a business plan, something like that. So I can make sure that that Olcopku this time is not exist yet.
I think we can pass with the next question for now.
Yeah, maybe group 5, could you please tell your reasons, why do you pick the name Otaku for your product? What is the clear reason?
Okay, Rahmat Pujo can explain that reason why Olcokku.
Yeah.
Go on, Joe.
Actually, Olcopku is brand shop of apa si Agung Maulana. So we can use it from to brand to his product. So we can use Olcopku for this name product.
All right. By the way, Amal and Atika, could you please turn on your camera for a while? This is more nice to see, right? Yeah. So are there? All right, you may turn off your camera now, guys, if you want. All right. So I think, are there any more questions or opinions, maybe, or any feedbacks each other about the presentation?
Oh, yes, I'm Atika.
Yeah.
I'd
Hello.
like to first comment on the pronunciation of Brunei. It's not Brunei, it's Brunei.
Brunei. Okay.
And then I'd like to emphasize on the demography about the population on Brunei. Can we go back to the slide? Yeah. The one with the Brunei map on it. Yes, this one, 97% of Brunei's population lives in the western part of the kingdom. I think you meant specifically the Brunei Muara, the northeast part of Brunei, has the most population of the kingdom. Okay, I'd like to emphasize that. And then on the product itself, yes, I agree that you are choosing the fashion brands because they are very limited. There are very limited varieties and choices of designs of these items. That is why we usually prefer to go online. And there are not a lot of shops that offer these types of items. Usually, especially when not in pandemic, we usually go to neighboring countries to buy these items. And yes, almost all Bruneians have access to the internet, and they are very dependent on online shops. But we need to consider when shopping online, we need to consider that whether we trust the seller or not, because at these times, a lot of people are taking advantages of this online marketing. There are a lot of scammers and all that we need to consider. And also, I agree on the price. The price you suggested was 3,000 K rupiah to 500,000 K rupiah, which is around 20 something to 30 something Brunei dollars, right? And I agree that is the average Bruneian clothing prices. That is all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Atika for the correction.
Yeah.
Brunei, not Brunei. Brunei, guys, Brunei.
Yes, it's Brunei.
This is happen when Japanese people like to.
No excuse. You have to revise your pronunciation, Habib. Okay, I think we should take picture with Amal and Atika.
Okay.
Why you have so many friends in Brunei? Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, the Brunei group and the panelists who came and attending this event. Thank you so much for the good insights about the marketing condition and maybe some strategies about promoting your products to Brunei. Yeah, sorry if I pronounced it Brunei once again, Brunei.
Don't worry, all good.
Yeah. And I think that is the final group who is presenting on today's event. So that means we are now coming to an end of this event. And now, thank you so much for all the participants of all teams, of all groups, and all the panelists who have came and giving their time to attend this event in spite of their own.
Karel, can I excuse for a minute?
Yes.
Can I interrupt for a moment? I think Dr. Din Mardia have something that like to ask, have curiosity. Maybe she want to ask something. So please, Dr. Din Mardia.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Ganjar. Sorry, I have to interrupt a little for Carol. I just want to ask you a single question related with your interview or your observation. Is there something different, especially in characteristic of the consumer, specific consumer, maybe Brunei, Aussie, Japan, or that's surprising your group or team that have consequences in marketing strategy? Sometimes we find something different that we've predicted before. Maybe one of the group can give comment for this. You have conducted the interview and observation about the customer, about the people, certain area.
Is there a moment or things that you found based on your interview and observation?
Something that's surprising, yeah. Something that's surprising you about the characteristic of the customer, the people.
Dari kelompok dari Brunei team. Is there any insight that you got from observation and interviews?
Yeah, especially for Brunei, as we know that Brunei people. Brunei people. Brunei. It's also Melayu people like Indonesian. But yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for the question. From we think there is no much different Bruneians with the Indonesian. Maybe because we are in the same land. How to say? Southeast Asia land. There is no much different between us.
You didn't find something surprising your team?
No. I think no.
Okay. Maybe other group? is there a group that have something different that's surprising? Wow, it's
Yes,
so different.
Mexico team. Maybe you find something that
Yeah.
interesting. Mexico team.
Okay, maybe answer. Okay, I find a little bit different of the customer behavior in Mexico between Indonesia. I saw that they like a lot to party, like every single day. That it makes sense because they are the one of the largest producer of tequila. So yeah, it's quite interesting for me and for us as a group in Mexico because they don't really like to drink a coffee in the morning. So yeah, it's quite interesting.
That's a tequila.
Tequila, see.
Like more to add. Yeah, maybe that's such an interesting thing. Yeah, because what I ever learned and I ever observed, most young people in many countries, they often drink like maybe soft drinks and coffees, but in Latin America countries like Mexico, they often drink alcohols. So they often also go to bars, not in coffee shops.
Yeah, maybe that's your finding could be influence to the marketing strategy that you have to decide.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's enough. Pak Ganjar, I'll bring back to you. Thank you.
Okay, Karel, it's your time. Maybe we can invite our lecturer.
Yeah.
Head of lecturer.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Dean, for the time being. And now we are heading to the closing of this event. But before we close it, I would like to welcome Mrs. Masmira for the head coordinator for our subject international marketing. For Ms. Masmira, the time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Karel. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I would like to congratulate you all, and I would like to give my highest appreciation to all the participants who helped our lovely students here to get their data and taking your time in their interviews and joining us today. Well, I have to know that for us, the citizen of a country who use English as a foreign language, it's not easy for us to speak in English like spontaneously. So I guess you guys are doing really well. There's so many things we try to accomplish through these activities in our international marketing subject that we want to give our students a real experience and interact with their colleagues or counterparts from other country and taking something from their culture and habits so we can establish a new program for a new product that we would like them to present today. So thank you, Pak Ganjar, for the initiation of this program, and I hope you guys will be success in the future.
You're the head of the team, Dr. Masmira. So thank you for you.
I'm supporting.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all of the participants and all of the panelists.
But maybe before we close the session, may we all take photo together or picture together. So could you guys all turn on your camera, please? All right, go turn on guys your camera, please. Especially from our friends from overseas. One, no. All right, if there's no other one to turn on the camera, maybe start in a minute or so.
Okay, who's gonna take picture of us?
I will take the picture.
Okay.
Very good effort.
I will count in 3. 1, 2, 3. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all.
Finally, guys. Thank you so much for the time being and for the your attendance here. It's really meaningful for us. Yeah. Finally, we hope that everything you learn and you get from this event could bring meaningful things and give you benefits in your future endeavors and your also your future life.
Yes.
Once again, thank you so much for the lecturers who have came, Mr. Ganchar, Mrs. Masmira, Mrs. Dean, Mardia. And I think this is the time we should close this event. Thank you so much. Good evening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.